For the past few days, Oxley Mnangagwa has been fighting with the Tafirenyika family, and I've seen a lot of people blaming them that they are the ones that are a problem, not forgetting that Auxilia is the biggest problem in all of this. She's the one who gave birth to drug addicts, thieves, and drunkards, and she was supposed to train them well. We cannot blame someone who came into Colin's life 3 years ago or 4 years ago. These boys have been naughty for the longest. I heard somewhere, I think I read somewhere where someone was actually saying that they used to come before their father was the president. They used to go to a certain shop somewhere in, I don't know, in Harare. They would go there and buy drugs but 2026, because they are now in power, they are blaming someone who is 22 years old that she influenced someone with 39 years old. Does it really make sense? She failed as a parent, and now she is trying to blame on someone else. I'm not saying Kelsey is innocent in all of this. No, she's not innocent. I'm just against the fact that she's now being blamed of something that was there before she even existed. We are talking of a 22-year-old with a 39-year-old. You can calculate, probably Colin started drinking or so before even Kelsey was born. That's what I'm saying, that we cannot we cannot put the blame on Kelsey alone, but the mother who gave birth and did not do her job well. And if you notice that our government is used to blaming the next person also, look at what they are doing with this tragedy, the Kariba thing. They actually pinned everything on the captain, forgetting that they are the ones that are supposed to fix the transport system in our country. But now they were like, the captain was supposed to do this and that. We were servicing this. We were what? Because now the captain is no more. There's no one to answer. There's no one to say anything about it. And we know that is typical ZANU-PF. And the rise of slay queens only came with Mnangagwa's government. During Mugabe's time, all of this never existed. So they are the ones that actually tolerated all of this nonsense. So they must deal with it. We have Wignell, we have Pokelo, we have the Tungwararas, we also have the Mchangwas, we also have the Tagreis, Scott, who flaunt wealth on social media. So it's not like Kelsey is to blame. She started only recently. This year, like 3 or 4 months ago, that's when she started. And the names that I've mentioned, they are still doing it, and they've been doing it for like the longest. But now, because they don't, it's now involving their son directly. That's why they are acting. And the whole country must focus now on Collins. Everything that is supposed to be happening in our country is now on hold. We are now forced to focus on Collins. We are now forced to just be with them in this difficult time or whatever they are going through as a family. Some people have to suffer. And imagine the resources that are being pulled on this, like whatever they are doing. They are using government resources, they are using whatever resources that they are using for their son, because it's now involving their sons. When the drugs were coming in through all the borders and when all the smuggling is happening, they don't care. And even if ZANU-PF high-profile people are mentioned that they are doing drugs, they are selling drugs, they don't say anything. But now that it's Collins, they are suddenly acting. You see what the problem is in our country. And remember, Kelsey was also working with, she was also having like blue lights. They were being escorted. There was a video that was posted some time ago where she was being escorted with cars with blue lights. The stupid mistake that she was doing was to put everything online. And that video surfaced on the internet. And guess what? People are talking about that video. People are actually saying that who accorded the privilege. Mahure enyika ari kuita zvaari kuda, ainoita zvaanoda murodhi, vanhu vachitodziurira, vachitoita giveaway, traffic ichitoitika because mahure enyika ada kudarika, which we know kuti the only people that are supposed to have blue lights iyo inonzi escort yapresident and also mahospitals and no one else, but Kelsea was being escorted, and all of that happened vasati vanzwa nyaya yavo yemadrugs yemwana wavo. And now that Kelsea is now being implicated in nyaya yemadrugs, the whole world now has to suffer for that. They've got diplomatic passport. Who granted those girls the Tafirenika's diplomatic passport? They've got a lot of IDs. Who granted them that? They own like a third of Arlington. Who gave them? So it's not making sense at all to blame them, because it's not like they had the powers to do all that. They didn't have. But where did the power came from? It came from them, the Mnangagwas. So we cannot entirely blame everything on the Tafirenyikas. They should not suffer alone. It's like they are suffering because of the mistakes that the Mnangagwas, they are suffering because of Mnangagwa's mistakes, and they happen to be caught in the crossfire because of Collins but it's the government that needs to actually put everyone under the leash, because Pokelo will continue, the Tungwararas will continue, everybody else will continue. You see where the problem is. It's not about Kelsea. It's about everyone else in the government. It's everyone else in ZANU-PF. So the biggest problem is Auxilia Mnangagwa. I would pin everything on Auxilia Mnangagwa and Emerson Mnangagwa. They failed their kids. Now they want Kelsea, who is a 22-year-old, to be a mother. You cannot be a mother to a 39-year-old. You cannot. I don't know if Kelsea was also doing drugs, but I don't think she was doing drugs. But she cannot force someone who is 39-year-old to take drugs unless they met somewhere when she was dealing with those drugs. And other than that, there's no way Kelsea introduced a grown-up man whilst she's not even taking drugs herself. It doesn't make sense. A lot of things that not make sense in this whole thing. You failed as a mother. Now you want another child to mother your child who you failed. An old child, a 40-year-old person. I mean, I don't know if I'm making sense, but anyway, I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section what are your thoughts. Banya was not a subscriber. Please make sure that you're subscribed, and see you in my next video.